So based on the way the numbers are looking today, we are going to have a couple of runoffs coming in the next couple of months, both of them in Georgia, and they will be instrumental in trying to figure out who is actually going to control the Senate. So with two runoffs happening in the same state, if you live in Georgia, don't turn on your TV for the next few months because it is just gonna be political ads. They're gonna spend $1 billion on you. But that said, some of the ads are already coming out and I'm kind of enjoying them. Here is one ad trying to get in front of the attack ads that are to come.
Raphael Warnock eats pizza with a fork and knife. Raphael Warnock once stepped on a crack in the sidewalk. Raphael Warnock even hates puppies.
Get ready, Georgia. The negative ads are coming. Kelly Loeffler doesn't want to talk about why she's for getting rid of health care in the middle of a pandemic, so she's gonna try and scare you with lies about me. I'm Raphael Warnock, and I approve this message because I'm staying focused on what Washington could do for you. And by the way, I love puppies.
I like that ad. Maybe I like pizza and I like puppies, so maybe he's pandering to me, I don't know. But I thought that was pretty good. And so that's Raphael Warnock. He finished first on Tuesday in a 20 candidate field. Kelly Loeffler, current incumbent, who finished second. They're gonna have that runoff. It's gonna be Warnock versus Loeffler on January 5th. So we know a good bit now about Kelly Loeffler, what she did during the pandemic, whose interests she was looking out for. What do you think about that race going forward and the fact that we're now apparently, based on what we're seeing from Purdue and Ossoff, gonna have dueling runoff elections in Georgia?
I think it speaks to something that I was kind of implying earlier about the importance of these more like statewide, even it's a federal race, but there is a little bit more room to have, and I wouldn't consider Reverend Warnock a progressive per se, probably leans more towards liberal, like he's interested in sort of the traditional Democratic Party platforms of expanding on ACA and Medicaid expansion, which is important. But for Georgia, I think there's only so far that he could go. But I think the viability of his campaign, the fact that he led, and by the way, I am a native of Georgia. I've attended, he's a reverend of, or the reverend of Ebenezer Baptist Church, where that used to be Martin Luther King's former church. That was a church that he presided at during his civil rights campaigns. And I've been there, so I've heard Reverend Warnock preach during his MLK services. My mom has taken me frequently to the MLK services. And so I know from his rhetoric that he is attempting to speak for a lot of these working class and these working class voters who are in Georgia, and there's only so much that he can do to really push the needle. But the fact that he has done so well in a red state shows the viability of some of these local elections if you actually engage Black voters. I haven't looked at the election data, but I'm pretty sure that he's relying on a lot of the kind of work that Stacey Abrams did. And when you look at her campaign, where she almost won the gubernatorial race in a red state, a deep red state, where you have somebody like Brian Kemp, who's refusing that people could wear a mask, and where the state has often fought with city officials about that, which is predominantly Black. The fact that he's done so well, I think, is important, and we have to look at the importance of ground game organizing. Stacey Abrams went to rural communities, and rural communities in a lot of places in Georgia are filled with rural Black voters who were not engaged before because people thought that they were a lost cause or they're erased in some way. And there was a lot of work done consistently for years to get them out. And so, it's not just about kind of putting a Black face in a high place. You also have to speak to their issues. And Warnock, I think, has done that to a an acceptable degree.
Yeah. No, that's awesome that you've actually been there and heard his sermons. That's amazing. Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.